Afternoon, everyone. This is Dr. Roxanne Contee Show. And I'm so happy to have the guest that's going to be here today. And also Sharon Pearson, who is my right hand, my host. Definitely, I will introduce her to you in a few. But I want everybody to know that I thank you for tuning in. I thank everybody for being here. What I want to do is talk about give God the honor first. God is the first and foremost that gets honor. Okay, without him, I would not be in this seat right now. Without him, I would not be able to do a Wxpn podcast. So I want to give him all the praises. And I also want everyone to pray. I have a prayer list here. Pray for Marlon Sharpton, which is a brother of mine. That's Tiffany Henderson's boyfriend. Pray for him. He was in the hospital. I just pray that he gets better. Also pray for they're like little sisters of mine. Robin Griffin, she transitioned. She already had a funeral. I knew this girl for 20-something years. So pray that her daughters will, do things to, get over, because you're never going to get over death. Because I lost my son, so you never get over death. But just pray for them, okay? And that she was a good friend also of mine. And I also want you to keep Mary Hilton's family in prayer. Her daughter lost her mother a while, the anniversary I think was yesterday for her daughter losing her mother. She was a good friend of mine also for 20-something years. So keep her in prayer, her family in prayer. And I would like to give some shout outs to birthdays. I'm not going to say individual birthdays. I want everybody in April, happy birthday to you. God bless you all. Remember, this is the reason God gave you life. If you see another birthday, remember, it's only because God gave you that life to see another birthday. So I want to shout out to all the April babies. Is that Pisces? Not April, I'm sorry. All the March babies. Oh boy, I said April, didn't I? I'm trying to push the whole new month already. April. It's March. March babies. Happy birthday to all. So I just want y'all to know, hope you enjoy your day. I can't name everybody, so that's why I say let's just celebrate everyone is born in the month of March. And I hope y'all enjoy your day. And remember, God is the reason for your season. Reason why you are a different age. So you got to thank him for that. So now I want to turn it over to my girl, who's my host, Sharon Pearson. And wait a minute, people. I cannot forget. This is the most important I wanted to say. Pray for Sharon, her mother. Her mother's in the hospital. Keep Sharon's mother in prayer. Sharon is a good friend and sister, and more like a sister to me. She's always been there for me. I want you to, pray for her mother that everything she'll get well, and God bless Sharon because she truly is a warrior. She truly has strength, but just God bless her to keep her. And I'm going to introduce you to her now.
Thank you. Good morning / good afternoon, everybody. Hi, it's Sharon, Dr. Rock's co-host. I just want to thank her for just her support. She's been one of my biggest supporters in everything that I do. Like if she can't attend something, she'll post it. That's one thing I can depend on. She will post, she will share, she will tell everybody about it. She'll be like, "Oh, my girl Sharon is doing this."
Well, I'll pay you something to say, "Look, just
exactly." So I appreciate that. I just want to thank everybody who was praying for my mom. She's still in the hospital. She's doing better, but still keep her in prayer so that she can regain her strength.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yes, keep her in prayer. And I also want to mention all the good things that's coming. Great things that's coming. Guess what's coming? Oh my goodness, I'm going to be on the show called Cheaper to Keeper, which I'm the stage manager. June the 26th is going to be the show. So get ready, get your tickets so you can see Cheaper to Keeper. Because guys, it is cheaper to keep her. Remember, it's cheaper to keep her.
That's what they say.
All right.
I don't know.
That's what they say? Oh, okay. Let's see what Sharon had to say.
I mean, they say it's cheaper to keep her. I don't know, because guess what? I ain't cheap and I ain't never been kept. So, I don't know about that. So, but that's what I hear.
Mm-hmm.
That's what people tell me, but I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
All they say is cheaper to keep her. I believe it's cheaper to keep her because, first of all, if you got a house, okay, and the man is in the house, y'all both got your name on it, y'all got to go through some crap.
Right.
You got to go through some crap just to keep that house.
I'm single, but I ain't ready to mingle.
You're not ready
unless you come in with free Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
Yeah. Okay, so we have to get some coffee for my girl here, okay?
I'm just
we
saying.
gotta give some coffee because that's what's going on.
I don't expect much, like I said. I'm single. Not ready to mingle yet, but.
Yes, that's what. Oh, somebody's calling up. Somebody's calling up.
We got a caller.
Dr. Roxanne Contee Show.
Hi, I'm trying to listen to your show.
Yeah.
How do I do it?
Oh, okay. You're trying to listen. You can go on Facebook, and it will be on YouTube later. But you can go on Facebook to check under Roxanne Contee.
Okay, I'll do that. Is that you?
Yes, it is. How you doing? Who is this?
My name is Darcel D. Davinger, and I'm a friend of Carol's, and we're Toastmasters, and she shared it with me.
Oh,
and
wow.
she did let me know that she wasn't able to attend because of her sister's passing.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow. I'm so sorry. Definitely sorry about that.
Yeah.
But that's what you can do. Go on to Roxanne, under Roxanne Contee, Contee. It should be live right now if you would like to listen to it. And it will be on Instagram later, and it will be on YouTube.
Okay, I do not have Instagram, but I do have YouTube, and I'd like to listen to you right now. And it was a pleasure to speak with you, and I'm on my way to see you.
Oh, wow. Wonderful. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
That's nice. Mm-hmm. All right. Wow. I mean, what a surprise to hear, you know. Wonderful. She's going to come up, and she's ready to see me.
Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah. So let's get into our guests. Our guests. This is what they were waiting for. Everyone is waiting to hear from the guests. Her name is Natasha Harris. She's the founder of Broken Wings, and look, she'll tell you more because she has a lot of things going on. So she'll definitely let you know what she's doing. You have the house, Tasha.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
It's truly a blessing to be here today. I thank you guys so much for having me on. It's definitely a blessing to be able to have the same good energy when you're sharing over the airways. And I'm the CEO of Broken Wings Literacy Center. I'm also the president of the University of Phoenix, Philadelphia chapter alumni. I also serve on various boards throughout the city of Philadelphia. And my main objective is family engagement, family unification, and social economics, and to be able to help us develop more affordable housing for the low income population.
That's important.
Could you tell everyone, how did you get the name of Broken Wings?
Well, I definitely got the name Broken Wings from me being in 17 different foster homes and being able to navigate through the system and not coming out as a victim, but as a warrior.
Yes.
You know, so many things that we find trauma in has happened in our early years. And we may not realize it, but it comes out in our adult years. Right. It comes out in your relationships, how you respond to people, how you talk to people, and a lot of people, they don't apply their hard skills or soft skills, in a corporate America. Right. And that's why you have people who may have low emotional intelligence because of the trauma that they have been through. And for me, I just chose to use the Broken Wings to be able to know that you can also have them repaired as well.
Yes. Wow, wonderful. So that's what it is. You said by you being in different foster homes and everything. So that's, that's wonderful that you decided to, have that for people, because some people have been in foster homes and it's been great for them also, but then you have something that's not great, So to hear you say that, and that's what made you this come about. So that's what really motivated you to have the name of Broken Wings.
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right. So maybe Sharon have something to ask you.
So let me ask you, how did that affect you, like for being brought up in the foster care system far as your education, like when you were in school, how did that affect you as far as being able to concentrate, you know, being able to interact with the other children? Like, how did that affect you?
Well, imagine being the only African American in the whole entire school.
Oh wow! So,
Yeah.
oh wow! Okay, so you were okay.
Imagine that.
Wow.
I know you can't.
I
I know you can't. But
yes.
the thing about it is that, you know, God don't put more in you than you can bear.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
Right.
what I found throughout my lifetime is that the things that I've been through is the reason why I'm so extremely successful today.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my children always say, "Mom, we wish that, you know, we had your confidence."
Mm-hmm.
And like I share with them, confidence comes from you doing a series of things over and consistently.
Right.
You know, and that's the whole part of us being able to be overcomers. You know, we can't overcome, but we have to allow people to heal us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have Dr. Rock. Dr. Rock is one of our members
Yes.
of Broken Wings
Yes.
Literacy Center.
Yes.
She is definitely
Mm-hmm.
a member now for over 10 years. Her and her husband, she's
Yes.
also my twin daughter mentors.
Yes.
And she had been a big part of our life at Broken Wings. Not only a tutor, but she have given financially. She have volunteered.
Yes.
You know, she's been on the front line advocating for special needs
Mm-hmm.
children, which that's what, you know, our organization is all about.
Right.
You know, special needs children in the foster care system, and
Mhm.
adjudicated youth.
Yes.
You know, our goal is to teach them life skills, you know,
Right.
so that they can be productive citizens.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's so important. We have grown adults out here,
Right.
you know, who are not able to cope,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and we have to take a look at their home setting.
Right.
I know a lot of parents feel like, oh, I was the perfect parent. No, you weren't,
Right.
and no, you not currently.
Right.
Because like I share with my children who are grown now
Mhm.
and successful, I share with them, when you have your children, they're going to have some things to say about you as well. You know, and take a look at it. You know, we're not always right. And we have to be the type of people that will
Mhm.
allow others to share what we do wrong.
Right.
If we don't know what we did wrong, how are we going
Right.
to correct it?
Right.
So we're not always right as adults.
Yes.
That's true.
Yes, that's true.
And you know, one of the problems too I find is that people don't want to seek help. You know, it's that kind of thing that we have, that taboo we have in the community. Whatever what goes on in this house stays in this house. Better not go tell nobody's business.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, people need to be able to share.
Well, that's very true, and you know,
Therapy.
in the African American family, that's the number one thing. What goes on in my
Mhm.
house stays in my house.
Yes.
And for me, I became an author 5 years ago.
Oh, yes. I
wrote
read
a
her book.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's called "It Will Take
Yes.
Love to Heal These Broken Wings."
Did you bring
Yes.
your book with you?
No,
She
you
brought
didn't
her
bring your
with
book. But you know, that book was, I read the whole book.
It's on
It was
Amazon
wonderful.
though,
Okay.
for sure.
Yes.
You could, you know, get it
Yes.
right off of Amazon. The book, you know, it just told about my life story and the things that I've been through, and you know how I'm overcoming now, and how I'm being a productive adult,
Right.
and how I require from anyone that I'm around,
Mhm.
because you are the person that the 5 people you hang out with,
Mhm.
you are one of them people, whether you believe it or not.
Yes. Yes.
So whether it's a poverty mindset or a wealth mindset,
Mhm.
it's up to you which one you are going to be.
Right. That's right.
So
But you know, that's, you know, what she was saying about her book. I read her book. Her book is wonderful. It is about her life. And also, I am a part of Broken Wings for 10 years? It's been that long. Wow.
Yes.
Things have, I'm a part of 2 organizations, Women's Journey Life and Broken Wings. And it's been a while for both of them. And I really appreciate Natasha, you know, because she giving back to the community, giving back to her different kids and stuff in the school district, and helping out the children, and especially the ones that's, you know, with the needs, that has needs and stuff, like special needs kids. So I'm really truly love her girls. Her girls are like my daughters.
Yes.
Because when I was tutoring them, not just tutoring, I was showing them the right things that was good in life and what they supposed to do as when they were teenagers, when they become teenagers, which those girls are wonderful now. If you see those girls, they're great. You know, I mean, I love, they all got kids of their own now. So Natasha is a grandmother of how many now?
Yes, I have 5 grandchildren.
5 grandchildren,
nice.
yes.
Yep,
So,
5 daughters.
And they're wonderful. And just to see them, how they grew, is really wonderful. And I'm just really proud of how far she came, how far our girls came. And it's just a blessing because, you know, you have to put God first in everything you do. And that's what they've been doing. And that's why things are working out. And she even got a lot of awards that I know she would love to talk about.
Nice.
So we'll hear your awards and stuff that you received. You know, because I wrote a book too. I know people know I have wrote a book on designed to decrease aggressive behavior on the part of the students. And it's not just for the students, it's for people at home, like for, you know, how you can treat your kids and how you can show them how to grow up in a positive atmosphere.
And how to de-escalate situations inside your own home.
Yes, and that book is on Amazon also, and your book is on Amazon. So if you'd like to get my book and Natasha's book, remember, you can purchase it. Look, everybody would get other stuff we don't mind getting, right? We'll go and get a ticket from strangers. Let's support people that you know, that's another story. Support is another story.
That's a whole nother show.
We just said Amazon.
Mm-hmm. Right on Amazon. I just feel like I'm grateful that when you plant the right seeds, you know, God will add the increase. You know, last year, I was awarded my 38th award.
Wow.
Nationally and locally. You know, from the governor on down to the state reps. So, you know, I'm definitely, thank you guys.
Right.
Thank you guys. I'm blessed because I feel as though that it expresses what our organization does as a whole. It's just not about me, the individual, because I never give it to myself. I always give it to the team because we're a team when we do these things out in the street. You know, we're always being a blessing to others. Last year, as I won my award, my daughter also won a scholarship from the Charles Foundation with Movita and Yancey. Yes, they blessed my daughter with a scholarship, and my granddaughter won the Philly Youth Award last year. So that's generational wealth right there.
Yes.
That's generational wealth. You know.
Yes, it is.
That's awesome.
And when you are born to break a generational curse, all type of opposition is going to come up against you. Your family, friends, relatives, maybe even your spouse.
That's another show. Somebody's calling.
We have a caller, guys.
Yes, call the Dr. Roxanne Contee Show.
Hey, Dr. Rock.
Hey, how are you?
I am wonderful. Hey, Sharon.
Hey. That's Shay. How you doing, Shay? Monroe, how are you? From Woman's Journey to Life.
I had to call to see my favorite crew all in one camera screen and hear y'all voice on the radio.
Yes.
I'm just sitting here in amazement that, you know, you all are both authors. You all are both acclimated, awards, and done so many things in your community. And Natasha has been a mentor to me and so many others. I'm just sitting here like counting the flowers that you guys should be receiving all the time. And I want to make sure that I don't fall short to share my flowers with you guys because you guys have definitely been a blessing in my life. And Natasha, you keep doing what you are doing because you are a beacon of light. Even though people try to dim you and dark you, girl, you just keep shining bright because it's not a horizontal, it's a vertical. And God knows, you know, our hearts more than anybody else.
Yes.
So keep on going.
Oh, you know what? You can't get off the phone because Natasha's doing great. She's doing a great job. Boss lady, we call her. But let me tell you, Shay Monroe this is Shay Monroe on the line, everyone. This woman right here, she had a beautiful, beautiful thing where she gave all the women, which she should have been awarded. Like I told her before, they should give you the award because you deserve award also.
I tried. She wouldn't take it. I tried.
Yes, I tried also. But she wouldn't take it either. But I'm just telling you, she deserved it too. Just like Natasha. Both of y'all are founders of a company. Both of y'all doing a great job. and y'all support others, and that's what it's about. It's not just about, like you said, it's not just about you. It's about others, and you can't do anything without a team.
That's right.
You have to have a team.
Right.
So once you have that team, then things are going to work for you. So no, I'm just happy that you called up. I'm proud of both of you ladies because I'm older than both of you ladies.
Well, here we go.
Here
we go.
And she looks so fine. She looks so fine and fine. Okay? She can give me the outfit and the shoes. Right now.
Yes, but I just want to give
right now.
I definitely want to give y'all a shout out. Both of you.
Natasha, I want to be like Dr. Rock when I grow up.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely. We trying to get there.
Well, guess what, ladies? I will be I'm proud to say God let me live to 60 years.
Wow.
60 years in June 13th.
Yeah.
And it's a blessing because, I feel good. And that's what the most important thing. I feel good. I feel healthy inside. A lot of people say, I'm 60, they broken down, they might have lost their limbs, things that they don't have, and I'm blessed. They have God to bless me as far as 60 years. I say that because what do we have? What the EC Rock say in the background? Women now.
Shout out to Brother Earl.
Did y'all hear?
You're 59.
I'm 59 now, but I will
Comments for the
be.
Peanut Gallery.
Yeah, she
Yes.
said it in June.
Yeah, in June I'll be
Okay.
60.
Yes.
But I thank God for keeping me for 59 years so far.
Absolutely.
Because I'm proud of these ladies. Both of these ladies, they got a company. They hang up on. You still on Shay, Mariah?
No, I'm watching y'all and listening.
Okay, because somebody must have called on. Because I'm like looking at it, must have just rang. Well, anyway, I'm proud of both of you. Y'all both have a beautiful company. Y'all both are doing for people, and not just, like you said, not just yourself. It's about others and helping others. Less fortunate than you, and things that you're doing. And when you had your woman's journey like that, I thank you so much for that. You don't know how much it was a beautiful, beautiful event.
And that's what happens when you take your vision off of the paper and when you bring it into fruition. Shay and I had met 10 years ago at another event. And ever since we first met, we've been two peas in a pod since we first met.
Yes.
And what I had to share with Shay is, I see you serving as an armor bearer for someone else, but what's that gift inside of you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, it was Woman's Journey to Life.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that I was a part of that, to speak that into existence, to breathe it with you, to be one of your number one supporters financially, physically. Praying for you, and it's a beautiful thing.
Yes,
when you can mentor women. It's a beautiful thing when you can speak life on them, because just like Moses, just like God told Moses to anoint other elders, we are supposed to do the same thing.
Yes.
Okay, the anointing isn't just on one. Okay, God blessed us all with a gift.
Yes. Yes, He
did, and all with a talent. And that's the beautiful thing that I love, that all of us use our talent.
Well, both of them, both of you and y'all, like I said, y'all my girls. Y'all always gonna be my sisters for always. Sharon Pearson over here. I have so many different ones that I do call sisters, but your group. I'm so happy to be a part of both the group. A founder, founder Broken Wings, and a founder of Woman Journey to Life.
Yes.
And I thank y'all for all you do, and it's a blessing.
Hey, Shay, I just want to shout.
I don't want to stay on the line and take up your time, but Natasha, I definitely just wanted to give your flowers and share the accolades of how much you poured into my life. The prayers,
wonderful.
the tears we cried together, the support, the guidance, the whispers. Whatever it was, I just truly thank God for placing some you in my life that I met you.
Yes.
And we still going. We're not done. I'm looking forward to what God has for you to bring to fruition of the seed you in the ground right now, because I know it's going to be amazing. And whatever you do, just keep your eyes on Christ, because He's the only one who counts. I'm continually praying for you, and I'm applauding you, even if you don't see me in the room. know that wherever I am, I'm applauding you because you're doing.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And my sister Roxy, I'm gonna see you on the flip side.
Yes.
Thanks for the flyer.
Yes. You definitely want to see us. I know a lot of things is coming up. With that you're going to be doing, but Easter with the kids and stuff, Easter egg hunt. So that's going to be nice. So, if anybody want to be a part of it, she did post it on Facebook and posted under the women's group. So, ladies, reach out if you would like to be a part of it. I already told her I will be a part of it. Definitely.
I'm working with the Butte Foundation.
Okay.
Nice.
Good. Wonderful.
All right, guys. Have a great show. I'm still going to be tuned into y'all.
Yes.
Love you, sisters.
Love you,
Love
too.
you.
Thank you so much for calling up.
Yes.
All right, wonderful. So that was Shay Monroe. She called up, and I knew actually, I knew you first. I knew Natasha, and I met Shay.
Introduced you.
Yeah, you introduced me to Shay Monroe, and I'm so glad because, like I said, we all as a team, we all sisters, and not just sisters. We are sisters in Christ also.
That's right. Absolutely.
Because without him,
that's the foundation of our relationship.
Yes, it is.
That's the
Yes,
foundation.
it is. So it's a blessing to know both of you ladies, and it's a blessing to be a part. And so I'm gonna turn it over to my Sharon, my host. She said co-host, but she's just host, just like I am.
Yes. Hey everybody, it's me again. I just wanted to say, I love the fact that you had the vision.
Oh, we got another call. Wait a minute.
Call in.
Caller, Dr. Roxanne Contee Show. Hello.
Announce the number again.
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
So good to watch your group. I'm so sorry I couldn't be there today. I want to tell you, I just think Natasha is out of this world.
Oh,
I don't know you very much, Dr. Contee, but I want to tell you something. There are about 5 people in my life, 6 people, that I think the world know of. And if I just reach out and take on some of their great qualities and strengths, I will be the person I want to be. So I thank you so much, Natasha, for all you have done for me and always being there.
Yes.
And I want to, get well so I can get active again with Broken Wings.
Yes, we missed you today.
Yes.
I know you weren't supposed to be here, but I'm gonna keep you in prayer though.
Yes, for losing her sister. We
So
definitely
sorry.
want to keep
You lost your
prayer.
sister. I'm so sorry about that. Definitely gonna keep you in prayer for your sister.
No, it's just been a double. It's between my sister and my sprained ankle and then the weather. It's like, I'm sorry, I'm at my limit here.
Yes.
Miss Carol is one of Broken Wings members. She's our vice president.
Yes.
And she's also the vice president. She served on my board for the University of Phoenix as well. And she's a social worker.
Wow.
I just want to say
That's
that
wonderful.
I am so glad to meet Natasha, and I hope to get to know you too, Dr. Contee.
Yes, I would love to meet you. Definitely. And you know what, like I said, I'm gonna keep you in prayer because I know you lost your sister and you wasn't able to come today. So I was definitely gonna keep you in prayer.
Well, I just had a shout out and say how much I think of Natasha because she's a world to me.
All right, thank you.
Well,
that was
thank
nice.
you so much, Miss Carol, and we thank you for all you do for the children. She retired from the Department of Human Services. And guess what? Her and my grandma are friends.
Are they? What a small world. Yes.
So we thank you.
We thank you so much.
We have another call on
Another
the
caller.
line.
Thank you
so much.
God bless you. Oh, we got another caller.
Caller?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, caller. Good morning. Just push that on. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Oh, no, still miss sorry, caller.
Call back.
You can call back, caller, at 443-522-3988. Again, it's 443-522-3988. Caller, if you would like to call back, I'm sorry. We were on the phone at the time, but call back up. We definitely interested in hearing from you. Here you go.
Here you go. Boom.
Dr. Roxanne Contee Show.
Hey, what's up, sisters? Your brother Q in the building.
Q! How are you?
Q-Tips, Quentin.
I'm good. I got got y'all on speakerphone in my listening audience down here in Atlantic City. I just want to let you know I'm so proud
all right.
of my
AC.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother.
Natasha, I don't know you, but I'm excited about what you're doing. Like, I'm over here just like overcome with that. Because I believe, it takes a village to come together, do successful things, and to see you three up there, and it makes me motivated. And I got some of the brothers down here we're listening. It just supercharged us. You just imagine a community of people that comes together, men, women, children that come together. What our community will be with so much power and knowledge right here on this show. I'm gonna sum it up, and I'm gonna give it, which I know that people's on the line. I kind of sum it up this: what's in front of me is a purpose of power to position our people.
Yes.
PPP.
Platform.
Yes.
This platform is just amazing. It's much needed. Congratulations on all your success and the books that I know you two ladies got out there. We're going to be buying up down at Amazon. Please, we post the information. We're going to support. I love you, ladies. Congratulations.
Oh, you know what, Q? Thank you so much. That's our brother Q. He always supported. Anytime, the radio thing that we were on podcast, he always supported me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. All right, God bless you.
Peace out, peace in.
Somebody else was calling. I guess they'll be calling back. If you want to call back at 443-522-3988. Again, 443-522-3988. I'm learning that by heart.
And it's definitely a blessing. One of our community partners, his name is Reuben Jones. And he's the CEO of Frontline Dads. Okay. We just recently had a grant opening at Broughton, Susquehanna with the Jill Scott Foundation, Blue Babes. So we're opening up an after school program.
Wonderful.
And we had our grand opening last week. So we are blessed to be able to have programming here in Philadelphia as well as Harrisburg, Pennsylvania as well. I recently moved to Harrisburg last year.
Yes, you did.
But what I did, I went there and got off the ground running. We had our first big event at King's Mansion. Yeah. We had a networking event, and we're just doing big things out here, because our people need it. Our people need it so that we can be able to encourage the next generation.
Yes.
And that's true. And it's true because you got to have a vision, and that's biblical because it says people perish without a, perish without a vision. And if you don't have a vision, it's like, you're all over the place.
Right.
So it is is important to do that. And I have a question. Does your organization have like a vision statement or like a,
Absolutely. Like I said, we have been in existence now for 13 years. We have been in different schools. I also been a PTA president of one of the largest schools in Philadelphia. Yes. So I have definitely had a large platform for some time for the last 20 years. I started off, I had a daycare center. And I did summer camp, after school, and before school for 20 years.
Wow. Yes.
So that's really, what I'm known for, early learning, quality programming.
Yes.
And I chose to do a nonprofit organization due to my twins who are now grown and in their third year of college, due to them needing, an educational plan, that the school had refused at the time. So I had to, I had to step up and challenge the status quo. And that's why we're here today, because of Broken Wings Literacy Center, because of my twin children, who brought over 20 to 30 children to me and said, whatever you did for us, Mom, they needed too. Little Ray needed too, because he always in the class busting on people. So he need help too. Okay, little John need help too. Okay.
Well, you know what? Even though that's another show, I just feel like parents are not. Let's just talk about the way the kids are brought up today. I'm in a school district now. If everybody know me, I retired in 30 years. I did 30 years in school district in Philadelphia. I retired and came back. And I love the kids. I love the children. And I tell the children daily that I'm here. because I care.
That's right.
I can be home. I can stay home and still get paid. I can be home. But I decided to come in here and work with you children and make sure you get your education, because it's more important. Education is very important. So it's not about the pay. It's about those children. And that's the whole thing. And that's what we need to be more adapt to, knowing that we here for the children. Because like I tell kids all the time, I'm here for you. I love you. Y'all don't know. Back in the day, punishment was back in the day, my dad was like, you better not bring home a C. A C was bad to my dad and my mother, okay? They didn't play that. They didn't play
Parents, teachers.
They didn't play that.
Okay.
Now,
they believed in excellence.
Yes,
and
they
actually
did.
What it produced is what we see here today.
Right.
Which is Dr. Rock.
Okay,
Yeah,
Dr. Rock.
Okay.
But that's what I told
Not
the
too
kids.
Many people can say that they achieved their goal.
They achieved their goal.
So even though it might have been harsh, they knew what they were producing. They were producing the oil from the olive oil.
Yes,
From
yes
the
they
olive.
was. Yes, they were.
And the olive got to be pressed.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
They got to be pressed. It got to be shaken and beaten to get that oil.
That's right.
Come on.
And that's what I tell the kids all the time. I say education is very important.
Absolutely.
I said, how do you think when you don't get your education, do you feel like, you know, it's a lot of people that don't just drop out and don't get no education. And where are they now? Where are they now? Y'all want to get your education, having a hard time. You want to get your education, even if a certain store, whatever, closed, anything closed, at least you know you got that behind you, you know, the education.
That's right. Even
so
if you
I
get
tell
a
the kids all the time.
certification, or you go to, you know, like a school of your own interest, whether it's creative arts or carpentry, you know, or learning a technical skill. It's good to have a paper with you when you walk in that door, because you just won't be entry level. You know, you'll still be ahead of the game, but you have to be able to have a certain skill set to achieve.
Yes, yes. You know, that's so, you so right about all of it. I mean, because I tell the kids all the time, it's very important. I mean, education means a lot to me, and I'm sure it means a lot to the other teachers, and I'm sure it means a lot to the children. But sometimes, you know, you get ones that want to clown around. But I keep telling them, your education starts from elementary school.
Yes, it does.
Not from high school, thinking that you're going to be acting up in elementary. Then all of a sudden you go to middle school
and try to fix it.
And you okay. You think, oh, I'm going to be okay because I'm in middle school. I can act up. No. It starts in elementary school. I tell the kids all the time. Because in order for you to get into college, you have to have good grades. From elementary school all the way up to high school.
A long period of time.
A long period of time. They look at all that.
Consistency.
Yes.
Consistency.
Absolutely.
And
your
discipline.
attendance.
Right.
Your lateness.
Yes.
Parent participation. You know, one of my community partners, she told me that I didn't even realize that, but she said that people who were like a transplant or a different body part or something they may need, I never knew this, but she said if you don't have the correct support at home, you will not be approved for a new kidney or a new heart. I never knew that. But it makes sense. Because why would they give it to someone who is going to fail on purpose, rather than someone who has the support, like a table? A table cannot support itself without the legs. That's just the bottom line to it all. We could feel, you know, sympathetic and compassionate about losing someone, but that person have to be able to qualify, and that's by having a support system. That's the only way that we can make it. It doesn't have to be just your own family, but a support. You know, many of us may have went to the Boys and Girls Club, to the Powell Center. I know I did. I know I went to Sunday school. We had to go to church 7 days a week. So all those different organizations built our character. They built who we are and why we are advocates for change. Why we are for the community and for the youth.
That's right.
And you know, one thing that I noticed too, just the whole education system and things, is that modern technology is a good thing. Don't get me wrong, because of COVID, having the virtual schooling. But one of the problems is a lot of parents, I'm not saying all, they Johnny has a PS52 or whatever. Johnny is like negative F, okay? You watching all kinds of TV, all kinds of movies. I mean, just all kinds of stuff. That's why I said consistency and discipline is key.
Yes, it is.
People need to pick up a book. I'm no longer with the school district, but I remember I used to tell the kids, like, come on, we're going to look in a dictionary. I was astonished. They did not know how to look up definitions in the dictionary. They were like, oh, we going to go online. I said, oh, no, we not going to go online. We going to go on book. And so just teaching them how to look up stuff in a book. And I used to tell them, like, Miss Pearson, you crazy. Because I was like, I said, look, I used to love going to the library because I would, look up stuff in an encyclopedia. And that was kind of my first, like, kind of grown-up thing, like,
Sure.
I go to the library, you were studying, but you hang out, but you would study, too. And I think a lot of children nowadays, they need to learn how to do that. I was talking to somebody about a month ago. They did not even know how to write their signature.
That's true.
So, yes, there's some things that are, learned in school, but it's a balance.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a balance. You can't have, like I said, you can have Johnny or Tone, got F's from 2nd to 6th grade, and now you telling me in 7th grade you want to go to Central. It don't work like that.
That's what I told them.
It doesn't work like that. So, like you said, it's consistency.
It's consistency.
Discipline. And like I said, put down the technology. Parents need to be consistent with their kids. You giving them all this, all that, and you're not being consistent. Well, if you don't do this, you're not going to. And making excuses for their children. That's the other thing.
What they do is they overcompensate whatever their weaknesses are with a toy, with something to occupy their time. So that way they really don't have to, be a full-time parent.
Right.
Many of the times, for me, myself, having grandchildren, what I do as a grandparent, I make sure I'm interacting with my grandchildren.
Right.
I take them on field trips. I take them and explore different things that they want to do. We go skating, we go bowling, we go to the indoor water park, and we have races. I take them and teach them about the butterflies and things like that, nature, just being outside, period. But that's what it takes. It takes the intergenerational to come together to help our children. We see what the problems are, but we have to also help solve them too.
That's right. But you know what? It takes a village, like you said, to raise children. It takes a village.
And that's what we've been doing, though.
Now, you have kids now. They go home. You tell them what's going on in school. And then they go home and the TV's on. Oh, I played Roblox yesterday. But yet,
flossing.
This is what I'm saying. As parents, we have to step up to the plate. We have to be better. And yes, it do take a village. But you as parents, while your child out at a certain time at being 12 years old, look at what's going on in their kids' rooms and stuff. Look and see what you can find in their room. Because a lot of kids are doing so many things out here, and some of them part of doing crimes and stuff. And that's because we have to step up as parents and look and see what's going on. Are they hiding? Okay, not just because they're hanging with Joey, who's crazy, and Joey the bad and doing all kinds of stuff, okay? Not because they just hang with. Look and see what your child is doing. That's your responsibility as a parent.
So true.
We cannot blame all the minors for what's going on because the fact that we have parents that show them the way. Show them who is doing the right thing.
From an environment.
From the environment, yes.
From an
But
environment.
it comes from there.
It's crazy, but it's so true about it takes a village.
Yes.
But one of the things is nowadays, people like, the village, minding my business. That's the whole thing. Nobody wants, like, mind your business. Even though they don't say it verbally, they're like, mind your business.
Yeah.
And, like, back in the day, like you said, it wasn't none of that. Let me tell you something. As far as checking our room, doors, let me tell you something. We ain't had no doors shut. Matter of fact, some people didn't even have no doors.
That's right.
And anybody could check us. Anybody on the block, our aunties, our uncles, our teachers. Wasn't where it was a problem for someone to hold your children accountable.
Oh, no, yes.
Even my granddaughter, sometimes if she called me and tell me she have a problem at
Teachers,
school,
yes,
I evaluate her side and I evaluate the adult side. You know, and when she's wrong, I make sure I correct her.
This is right. That's the way it should be.
I don't just take up for her instantly because she come and tell me this, you know, long elaborate story because I know my granddaughter.
Yes.
But I also have to let the person in charge know that you're just not dealing with any grandchild either.
Right.
You're dealing with an educated, college educated, business minded person, so you can't just handle her any type of way.
Sure. But so many times you have the no, not my child. I know your child.
No,
I'll give you an example.
It be them ones too.
We had this one incident
that need correction.
Little boy hit girl upside the head with a brick.
Wow.
Mama comes to school and she's like, allegedly. He allegedly. I was like, excuse me, ma'am. He didn't allegedly throw a brick on her head and she didn't allegedly start bleeding. He threw a brick, he hit her head and she was bleeding. Oh, like I said, allegedly. I was like, Lord, you know what? I said, if she don't allegedly get out my
face. It's sad. You know what, babies are having babies.
That's what it is. You know, we have to get better with, you know, dealing with the situation.
Yes.
And not, you know, just taking up for someone who's need to be accountable.
Right.
You know, we realize that the temperature might get hot. We don't know what these kids are going through at home as far as not having something to eat, not having a proper bedding to sleep on and things like that, which causes these things. And little Ray Ray could have just seen his dad hit his mom the night before. A lot of those things are mimic. And the thing, as adults, we cannot tolerate that though. Even if that is what happened, we still have to take a hold of it. So I'm just grateful, you know, that I serve on various boards and that I love helping in the community. I love the family, you know, engagement and family reunification. I love it.
That's wonderful. Yeah.
It is.
I just feel like, you know, the things that's going on today and with the kids and different things that's going on. I just, you know, we just got to keep it in prayer because I tell you, these kids, they're lost. They're lost. A lot of these kids are lost. And it's because they don't have that, you know, that authority to tell them right from wrong.
People scare the kids today.
And they don't.
Not, but I'm just saying, unfortunately, it's sad that people are scared of kids. There was a time you would never hear about some like kid doing something to their parents. I wish I would look. Man,
but you know what?
My teeth.
I have like my friends used to say to me when I sub, I'm not going to high school. I said, I'm going to high school. What's wrong with that? They children to me. First of all, my son was always older than the children. I always said, look, my son is like, well, he, you know, God rest my son's soul, rest in peace.
He was grown.
He passed on, but he was grown. So at the time, I mean, these other kids are children to me. So every child needs to be educated. Yes, I understand. Some people don't want. They feel more comfortable with the babies. They feel more comfortable with the high school. But with me, I go to any class, anywhere.
Me too.
Kids that have problems, kids that have issues, kids that have emotional problems. I work with them.
But that's your anointing, and that's your gift.
That's my anointing, yes. Because I am, you know, I'm K2 to 12. I'm a dual certified K to 12 special ed. So I'm dual certified. So I know that I got to handle and be able to handle any child that comes my way. And I have been able to handle them. And I love it. Matter of fact, the school that I am in, I have been there since August. Guess how many days I've been absent? And I'm retired. Guess how many days?
How many days?
1.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And it was because I went to a funeral. Other than that, I have not been absent. I've been going every day from August on to be with those children.
But the thing about it is did you hear what you just shared? The fact that you love to be able to be a blessing to the children. Yes. And I'm sure that they appreciate it. All of us had teachers that we could think back and look back and be like, wow, that was my favorite person. I'm so glad for that person. You know, for me, I'm grateful for, you know, my church families that I had throughout the years. I'm grateful for my foster parents. You know, I'm grateful for my extended family,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and family that I met along the way that became family.
Right.
So trust and believe your presence, your energy.
Yes.
You know, when you come in there with your bright smile.
Yes. They always
that lights their room up. I'm sure that they are so happy to have you. Because that's how the children feel about me. That's how adults feel about me. And I'm just grateful to be able to put that out into the universe.
Right. That's true, because I remember when I was with the district, Roxanne came to my school one day, and the class that they sent her to, I was like,
she talking about good luck. I
said,
good luck with what?
I
said, Dr. Rock is in the house.
No, but I had but I'm telling you, this class, and I'm not exaggerating, literally they had 2 people leave. One of them left crying. I was like, I know you ain't crying.
I understand, but they sent the specialist in.
Well, they sent
when she came, right? But before I called her up, I was like, Roxanne. Then I came in there and I told him, I said, yo, I said, this is my friend. Roxanne, I said, she better not
quiet with them. You can hear pin drop.
Everybody said, y'all better not, y'all better not, you know.
But everybody responds to people different.
No, true, but I'm telling you, this particular class, I'm telling you, I was like, look.
Yeah,
I was ready to go in there. Pepper spray, taser, lightsaber.
With the children.
Okay, I was like, look.
Things you saying.
Just
be careful.
You know, no. You know, but it was like, they just say, Miss Pearson, you crazy. But what you're trying
to say that I came in there and I
different experience.
I had a good experience with the children where, you know, you know what you do when I go into a class and the kids don't really know me. I give them a lecture first, and then I tell them, if I'm getting on you, it's because I love you.
That's right.
If I don't get on you, it's because I don't care. Right. Go ahead and do what you want. Run around the room if you want. That means I don't care. I get on you because I care, and I love you kids. I said, and I don't have to know you to love you. Believe me.
That's right.
I said, y'all are children. You are our children from 7:30 to 2:15 is the time we get out. You are children of ours. And then when you go home, your mother, father, you with your mom and dad. But remember, I'm supposed to be your safe net. I'm supposed to protect you while you're with me. And so I am like your mother. You can look at me as like a mother because I care about you kids. I love you. And that's the way I put it. And now they send kids. Sometimes they send kids and say, well, this child want to be in your room, or could you come and be in that classroom to handle certain kids? And I do. You know, I do. I go right there to handle them because the kids, you know, love me and, you know, and I love them. You know, so it's a blessing.
I want to ask you a question as far as being in the foster care system, because actually I just got finished doing a film that I'm in. It's called Bullied, and is centers around a little boy named Christopher who's in the foster care system, and the foster care mom that he's with, the family, they're just about a check. Like, you know, they were eating good. You know, they eating steak and stuff, and he eating frozen, you know, whatever. And he was just treated really bad, and he was getting bullied at school because they weren't taking care of him. You know, so he was unkept and all those kind of things. Did you experience anything like that? I mean, if I'm being too personal, let me know.
No, not at all. Because one thing about me, I'm an open person.
Okay.
You know, one thing about me, when I share, I don't mind sharing. You know, the things that I've been through and the things that I've seen. You know, that's the whole purpose of why God trusted me to be able to go through those things. But it is definitely a mind-blowing experience. You know, a lot of my friends are professional and they have degrees, and these are their specialties. When God put you in a certain position, He's not putting you in the happiest position. It's not always going to be peaches and cream, okay? You are the generational breaker. So therefore, yes, all hell may bust loose. Okay, like Roxanne said, when she went into that atmosphere where the children thought that they were going to rule her. Once her presence got there. You know, we have youth empowerment networks. We have women's symposiums. Each of the things that we have had, Dr. Rock will let you know, have always been sold out. Our events have always been well requested. You know, people were on the waiting list for all of our events for the last 13 years. And that's because we have a good rapport with people. A good rapport. You know, we're not trying to change you. We're trying to impact your life. Well, it's up to you to change it.
Right. But you know, and it takes a lot of patience too. Dealing with kids, it takes patience. If you don't have the patience, you cannot deal with kids because it takes a lot. And I'm not talking about kids with special needs. I'm just talking about children, period. It takes a lot of patience. And love. You know, I love those children. I love every child that's in the school district of Philadelphia. And if I never even taught you, I still love you. And that's because I am a mother. Not only that, I'm a mother, you know, I'm a mentor. And I have been a mentor for kids and stuff. So I show the love to them. And like I said, if I'm going to get on you, it's because something you're doing and I'm trying to stop you from doing it. It's not because, it's because I love you kids. And that's what I tell them all the time. And I mention love to them. Because a lot of them go home and they don't know love. They don't even feel love.
That's right. But that's very important. Like you said, once you mention that, once you come with that type of energy, that's what diffuses the negativity. That's what confuses. That's what, you know, they're no longer confused. And not only that, you know, God sends us to the unlovable.
Yes, He does.
It is so true because when I first started, my first day in the school system, I didn't know what ES was. I didn't know what that was. So the principal asked me, and I forget, he's like, do you mind, you know, assisting in this ES class? It was other people there, and everybody was like, I was like, sure, you know, fine. So I go to the class, and the teacher tells me, she says, I want you at the door, right? So I'm at the door, I'm like, I don't see nobody, what's going on? So she said, I want you at the door. So finally, I'm looking up like, ma'am, there's nobody at the door. So she wanted me to sit at the door. She wanted me to sit like the door with a table at the door. The kids were running around. I mean, it was just, I didn't know what to do. So it was like that for like about a month. So then finally one day, little boy was climbing up on the tables, all in the window and everything. So I like football. I love football. And I heard him talking about football. So teacher wanted him to do this math problem. He didn't want to do it. So I said, come here. So I said, okay, if such and such rushed for 20 yards and somebody else rushed for 50, like who, you know, who rushed for more yards or you know, how many yards did the first down, 10 or 5? So he was like, So he came down from off the windowsill and sat down and let me help him. And from that moment on, I didn't have like any problem with them because sometimes you have to be non-conventional. This particular teacher didn't necessarily care for my method, but I was like, you kind of have to do that. I love movies, like I said, I love sports, so that's one of the things. But I mean, if it
worked, why would?
Well, obviously it worked. It got him out. It got him out of what he was going through. And like I said, many times we experience trauma, we experience non-trusting relationships because the authority or the adults have broken our trust. So you don't know what is inside of that egg. You see that hard exterior, but it, like you said, understanding, your patience, your love, like Dr. Rock said, like you said, all those things penetrated that shell. It penetrated it for good.
And I wasn't screaming like a banshee. And that's one of the things the teacher, she screamed all the time.
Well, that's very unfortunate because that's verbal abuse.
So I was like,
and that's a learned behavior. And the thing about it is, if we want children and youth to model a certain behavior, then we have to begin with it. Okay, you cannot come in nobody's face yelling and think that they're not going to yell at you or disrespect you. So if you want respect, you have to give it.
So true. And that's so true. I'm going to just tell y'all about a story of one little girl. She was she came out the room, different rooms. She was like, I'm going to beat up this teacher. I'm going to beat up that teacher. I'm going to beat up this teacher. She wanted to beat up everybody. So when I had to teach her, and I gave her paper. I gave everybody a paper. I gave her a paper, and she was like, She was like, I am not doing it. So what I said to the little girl, when you finish, let's talk in my office downstairs. Because a lot of times people don't realize these children has issues. Something could have happened to them.
Sure.
The reason why they act out, instead of just pushing them to the side, oh, they ES, they this, they that, let's just push them to the side. They are not, they just don't belong in the school system. I mean, like, this is what happens. So instead of doing that,
That's right.
I sat her down.
Go deeper.
And I talked to her. She cried out loud and told me what happened to her.
See?
So me being a mandated reporter,
That's right.
a mandated reporter, I had to report what she told me. And then once she got it out, she felt better. And guess what? She was a different child.
Of course.
That whole year, because they were going to expel
course.
her. She was going to be expelled. They didn't even want her in the school no more. Because of her coming out of what was bothering her. She said, you the only teacher listened to me at the time. You the only teacher listened to me.
See?
And,
See how that matters?
and that mattered to that child.
Having one
That
trust
I listened
in adult.
to her. Yeah.
Having one trust in adult.
Yes.
I just recently had 10 male clients that I work with. I do a consulting firm as well.
Oh, wow.
One of my businesses.
Jill of all trades.
Yes, indeed.
Oh,
I
yes.
do whatever I have to do
Yeah.
to get the job done.
Oh, that's right.
To be able to give back. So
Right.
I use my income, to give back to my nonprofit organization. So I'm always willing to do any job. But I have recently mentored 10 men who have their own businesses.
Wow.
And one of the main things that they shared was, we thank you for listening to us. We thank you for, setting it up properly where we can, be able to become a minority business owner or get funding or, expand their business. And sometimes people talk at people.
Yep.
They don't.
Not
they
to
don't.
them, at them.
That's right. And it's very important for us to be able to, relate to what they're going through and hear them. If you don't hear someone, how could you help them?
Yes. If
You
don't
can't
hear
do
them,
all
you
the
can't help
talking in a relationship. You have to allow the other people to speak as well so that you can get the antidote to their trauma.
And that's good. That's what you need to do. And that's what I always say. Wherever you do, whatever you go, let's hear other people.
You have to.
You can't just, a lot of people like to take over and do stuff, but you have to hear what's going on with the person because you won't be able to. Yep.
Because everyone has something to add different. Each of us have something different.
Yes, we do. Each of us have something different. So that's why you always have to sit there and listen. Yep. So we're doing good so far, being kids. I'm getting ready. See, I'm getting ready to call y'all kids. Because I'm so used to being in the classroom. Oh, my goodness. I'm about to say, we almost wrapping up soon. Not now, but we will be wrapping up soon, kids. Well, that's Sharon Pearson and Natasha Harris. Everything, we talked about is wonderful. And it's true that's going on in this world and things that's going on, period. And I like to, I'm just proud of everything you've done,
Thank you.
Natasha, what you're doing.
So much.
And all your awards that you have received. It's a blessing. And Sharon Pearson, everything that you have done, because you have done some things also that, I know you don't talk about it much, but I know that you also help others and support others along the way. And myself, I've done things, and I still do a lot of things. Things I don't talk about as much, but I know one thing. Natasha used to always tell me, tell everybody what you're doing. Just go and tell everybody what you're doing, because you're doing a lot of good things. And when I started with Philly Hot Radio, and I used to be, the host with Philly Hot Radio with Showtime. We both was the host at the time. Yeah. And it got me more to talk about what I've done and what I'm doing.
Oh, yeah.
Because at one time,
outside of your shell.
Yes, came to talk about more things that I do and what I've done. And because, it's a blessing. Because a lot of people, even being a teacher, a lot of teachers, they look, I'm going on vacation, that's it. Done, did that, done my 30 years, I'm done. And it's okay. And it's okay to feel that way, because if you do so many years, you have the right to sit home or you have the right to travel.
Oh, travel?
But my thing, travel. whatever.
That's my business.
You need to talk about that too. I know there's another, you can talk about it anytime you like. She's a traveling agent, so anybody like to travel, I'm sure a lot of people like to travel. So
I have a motto.
Yes,
don't catch feelings, catch flights.
Hey, don't catch feelings, catch flights.
Absolutely.
So she has that also that you need to talk about to all of us. Maybe somebody from Facebook would like to go traveling. Somebody from Instagram might like to go traveling. Maybe you got some YouTube people that follow you that know and be like, oh, Sharon Pearson. I remember her telling me about her traveling business. But we do have a little bit of time. But I just want to say, a lot of things I'm doing. A lot of people don't come back. But I had came back. Actually, this to tell you the truth, 38 years I've been teaching. 38 years. And I say it's from a school district because it's another company that I work for that's contracted with the school district. So actually, it's been eight years with them and 30 years with the school district. So they all together is 38 years.
That's so long.
And that's long. And guess what? Being a sub, I was long-term in a couple of schools. I did long-term the whole year. And then I did an ES class 1 year. And I'm just so proud of myself of how I got the kids to be. Because when I first came to that school, the school, I don't like mentioning things because I don't mention schools and stuff. I just want y'all to know that it was a school that I worked at with ES boys. And I was just so proud of how the ES boys, they didn't even know it was the same class. People would come from agencies out. Is this the same class? No, this is not the same class. Don't tell me that. And because the teachers that came, they left. They didn't stay. And so the kids didn't have marks. They didn't have grades that year. They couldn't have grades because it was like in and out. Teachers were in and out. Different teachers. So there was no stability. No stability with these children. So I decided to stay with them. This is before the COVID came, matter of fact, before COVID. And then so I stayed with them from August again to March. And then the COVID, they closed the schools and we did online, virtual. So I say all that to say that we can make a difference in kids' lives.
Yes, we can.
I don't care who you are. I don't care what, where you at. And don't ever put it down because we are adults and they're children. And we can definitely make a difference in children's lives.
That's our purpose. That's why we're here. One thing that I love about you, Roxanne, is that, when we first met, that was our premise.
Yes.
I spoke so many different things into your life.
Yes, you did.
That I see that you're doing now. And that's the purpose of women, empower women.
Yes.
And that's the purpose of family engagement.
Yes.
It's when you see someone, pull it out of them.
Put it out of them.
Let them know that, no, you could go greater. You could go deeper. You can have a better impact. And I love the fact that you took the challenge. I remember when you said you wanted to do radio. I remember.
Yes.
And I told you, why not? Yes. I remember when you said you wanted to
be active, you wanted
to do a stage play.
Yes.
All those things. Yes. And guess what? All you were doing was speaking those things into existence.
Right.
And I was your co-signer. Okay, let's do it.
And guess what? I'm speaking to existence. I'm speaking to existence to open my own school one day. Because I already,
speaking it.
LLC, I just need to get together and open it like I want to do because it takes a village to open it. You need you definitely need people on your team, but it's okay because I believe that God is gonna that's gonna happen for me, okay? And it doesn't matter the age, it doesn't matter what, it's going to happen. And also I'm into modeling, and I knew that was my baby to be a model, and I'm still doing the model. Look out, May the 8th, and that's Mother's Day. I'm going to be in a fashion show. And I know certain other ladies that signed up to be in a fashion show. So look us up. We're going to definitely be a part of the fashion world. We're going to be at the Liberty Bell. Liberty Bell on May the 8th, right downtown. And I'm going to be a part of that. So I would love everyone who want to sign up, inbox me. You can sign up to be a designer. Or you can sign up to be a model.
Oh, that's awesome.
So definitely looking at that. Yes. So definitely that's a good opportunity for anybody who would like to be a part of that.
And that's community collaboration right there. When you collaborate with other people
Yes.
and the community, this is how we win.
Yeah.
Just by what you just said. It's designers out here who may not have known that you had that available.
Yes.
But now you're
Well,
making
somebody
it happen
just
for 'em.
signed up. We had one person that signed up and another person getting ready to sign up. And then we had my classmate, Lewis Sander. I'm giving you a shout out, Lou. Lewis Sander. Matter of fact, Lewis Sander, he grew up in Winfield. His name is Lewis Sandler. He's a classmate of mine. He grew up in Winfield. This man, he not only have caps with his sign on, he has dresses now. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to buy one of them dresses. I'm telling you, he has dresses, which is good.
That's what it's about.
I couldn't believe it. I'm looking at it, I said, oh my gosh, he got dresses with his different his signature on it that he made that, and he has like shirts and stuff. So I was like, definitely gonna get one. And he's gonna be a designer at the fashion show. So we gotta look out for him to be, you might want to purchase, you might want to order something if you see him down the runway, and because he did ask me to be one of his models, to wear it. So definitely, I just want everybody to just inbox me on Roxanne Contee. Roxanne Contee, inbox me. All right. So now let's talk about Sharon Pearson. Let's talk about, she's doing great things. I'm gonna tell y'all something. If you like to travel, if you love to travel,
hey,
you need to talk to her. So talk about your business a little bit.
If you like to travel, give me a call, inbox me. I'm on Facebook, Sharon Waters-Pearson. I'm on Instagram at Shay48. Let me help you with your travel needs. Like I said, my motto is, why catch feelings when you can catch a flight? But then maybe you can catch feelings on a flight.
Oh, yeah. I never thought about
you
that.
You never know. Hey. But definitely contact me.
Take with you.
Exactly. I can tell you how to travel for less, and I can also tell you how to make money while you're traveling. So check me out.
Yes. Check her out. I mean, I just wanted to put it out there because I know she's been, I think I would be, if I was the traveling type of person, I think I would just go through Sharon every day, all the time, because Sharon is a good person. She she supports others. She shows love to others. So I definitely would support her in that. And if I do take a trip, because, maybe y'all can help me out a little bit. I'll be 60 years old. So I said, should I have a party or should I do a trip? Maybe y'all take a poll on Facebook.
Have a party on a trip.
Take a trip.
Take both.
Have your party on a trip.
Said both. Take a poll. Should Dr. Rock take a trip or should she have a party?
Have a party. And you don't even have to fly. There's places that you can go on a trip because some people aren't comfortable with flying. So there are so many places that you can go where you don't have to catch a flight.
And that's true. But Dr. Rock
like to party.
But you don't
that too.
We go party.
But you don't got to worry about catching feelings because you already got Brother Earl. So you got your feelings on lock.
She gonna catch feelings with Brother Earl.
Yeah, I can catch feelings.
She already got feelings with Brother Earl.
Yeah, whatever. Yes. But my thing is,
and they always looking out for me. So I love her and Brother Earl.
Yes.
They're always looking out for me.
Yeah, we look out for. Yeah, we always look out for our sister. Sharon, Natasha, Shay, Tiffany Henderson. Aisha. I can't forget my Aisha. She live in Georgia now. Oh my God. I don't want to miss nobody. My sisters. I don't miss your name, but y'all know y'all my sisters. Everybody that I name, and I got more.
Yes,
but
you do.
Yes, I do. Yes, that I love and love me. Ernie is one of them. She's a sweetheart.
Yes.
If I don't name you, don't charge it to my heart, please. I love you all. I love you all because I am getting older and I got to remember a lot of things. Yes. So it's hard sometimes to remember certain things, but I do remember my sisters. I can't forget them, so I want y'all to eat Ada. Can't forget you, Ada. You out there. Ada. All right, Marguerite. Don't look. I better name Marguerite.
The songstress.
Yeah, she loved to sing.
Songbird. Yes. Oh, I just want to
add. And Kendra, too. Kendra,
that's right.
Yeah. All right, so.
I just wanted to add one thing. If you have Tubi TV, it's free.
Oh, yes.
Free 99. You hear me? Free 99. Check out a series called Chase Street. Chase Street is also on Amazon Prime. I'm in a couple of episodes as an FBI agent.
Oh, FBI.
It's on Amazon Prime and Tubi TV.
Yes.
So,
well, you know what? You know what? Me and Sharon, that's how we met. I keep telling people that's how we met. We met being actors. I was in 20 films, and I'm still trying to figure out. I know they got to be on Amazon and different ones. I was at least 20. Because my resume says 20 acting films that I was in a part of. And I know I met Sharon through one of acting things that we were at. And then we was in other ones together, too. And she said she didn't have a ride home. I didn't know her from nothing. I mean, she could have been a killer now. I'm just saying, I didn't know her. Yeah. But I said to her, you know what I'm saying? Right. But I said to her, you have a ride home? And she said, no. I said, I'll give you a ride home. That's how we became friends. Yeah,
from that moment on, that's so funny.
From that moment on, we've still been friends and everything. From that moment, not just friends, sisters. Yep. Sisterhood. We've been sisterhoods ever since then. She's been my rock. You know, I could call her up, tell her anything that's going on, we could talk or whatever, and everything will be okay. So I really appreciate Sharon as my host of Dr. Roxanne Contee Show, Wxpn. I really appreciate that.
And her and Brother Earl, oh my gosh, they both look out for me so much. Like, 'cause I don't drive, and so I'll be like, you know, I'll catch public transportation. There's no problem. You can drop me to the subway. And they're like, no. Like, they made me get in the car after
Oh, she was in a award.
I won an award, and they came and supported me. It's called a Spiral Award. I won it for acting, and afterwards, I was on my way home, and they were like, "Get in the car, like a kid now. Get in the car."
No, you know, my thing is, you know, friends are friends. I mean, if we're friends in sisterhood, because she lived all the way in Southwest Side. We're in East Oak Lane, so we didn't care. I don't care. Other people said, that's out our way. We didn't care because we knew that it was Sharon and we wanted to make sure she got home safe.
But I appreciated it because they live on the other side of town. I literally had people, I ain't going to throw nobody names out there, that literally basically have to ride past my house. You know what I mean?
But that's okay because guess what? That's her anointing.
Right.
Okay, whoever don't want their blessing, that's on them. True. But when God give us the opportunity to be a blessing, that's what we should do.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
We should do it.
Yes, we
and
should.
They definitely did, like I said.
And I hate to see my friend. Look, what did I tell her? She's going to get her license. I'm taking her out to get her license. Every woman should have her license.
I know, but I
believe in that.
I'm working on that. I had a bad experience with trying to drive, so that's kind of on hold for right now. It's like, it's like,
well, that's what she told me. She did have a bad experience, but I kept telling her every summer, where you at? Let's go. Because I'm good for letting her, making sure she's okay. Because I tell you, coming on SEPTA, coming on transportation, you're not safe nowhere.
No, but
actually, you're not safe nowhere. You could be in a car and people carjacking you and stuff. So really, you're not safe nowhere. But I do think if she was in a car, I just feel better for her because she comes home late.
But I told you I got my backup. I got my taser. I got my pepper spray. I got my 2 box cutters.
I'm gonna get her.
I got my switchblade and I got my flamethrower. Well, actually, it's not really a flamethrower. Well, no, what it is, it's not really a flamethrower.
Wait a minute now.
No, it's not really a flamethrower. You know those Johns that you light your you know the Johns that you like to grill with.
We get it.
I'm good.
Where we get it,
combined it all together.
Right. So if anybody is out there listening,
with Sharon.
If anybody's out there,
said, right?
And y'all hearing me,
don't even play with her.
Don't
she ready?
Don't do it. Like I told somebody, if I gotta cut you with the scissors or open you with the letter opener,
I'm gonna get her.
Sharon, we're practicing nonviolence.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
We practicing nonviolence here in the city of Philadelphia.
Yes,
brotherly love.
Like that's so.
But don't let the necessary occurs, which you.
But you know what the best weapon is? Knowing who God is to be your protector, because He protects those He will protect you. He put his shield around you.
He does.
That is the most important thing.
And he's
gotta use
giving you
wisdom.
some tools.
Yes, he is.
So
Yes, he is.
Yeah, that was wisdom.
He's giving you tools. Yes.
Look,
that's
Samson,
what
remember
they
Samson
are.
in the jawbone?
That's right. You
Yes.
have tools.
Yes,
That's
you
all.
do.
You
You
just
can-
have tools. But this was definitely a blessing, guys.
Yes, we can.
I thank you guys so much
Yes.
for this opportunity.
We want you to we're going to give Natasha the floor. Let her because we're going to close out. So we're going to have Natasha say something. We have Sharon say something, and then I'll say something.
Well, I just would like to say, I thank you guys for allowing me to spread.
Oh, somebody's calling.
Caller.
There's another caller.
Call in.
Caller. This is Dr. Roxanne Contee Show.
Carol again.
Hey, Carol.
I started the first domestic violence unit for DHS, and
Oh,
I was just thinking, with your work with children, how do you see domestic violence affecting by the parents, affecting situations in the school with kids who are trying to learn?
Ooh,
But
whoa.
that was powerful,
Whoa,
Miss
yes.
You know
Carol.
what?
Yes.
You just dropped a big
Carol,
bomb,
yes,
Miss
you
Carol,
did.
with that one.
let me tell you something. That,
Yeah.
that's a big one.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Sharon. You handle it.
Yes.
I'll just be brief. From virtual, I learned a lot. We literally had to make a call during a virtual class because little girl was trying to learn and she wasn't doing anything, and her mom like just came out of nowhere and just like punched the little girl in the face. Next thing you know, the screen went blank, and so we are saying I saw a lot of stuff that was just kind of like
Virtual.
But
like,
you know
wow,
what?
because you really saw
Right.
Virtual. What they're going through.
yeah,
Yes.
and I got a better understanding of some of those kids. So that little boy might have drove me up the wall. When I saw what was going on behind him, while he's trying to learn, he's sitting in the chair, mom this doing this, dad doing that, having him
But
hold
you
the
know what?
baby.
Let me just say this. Back in the day, all that was okay. To get on the kids and stuff around,
Not
and
like
back in
that,
the day.
yeah.
I mean, the parents,
How
come
they,
in.
How they perform and how they act.
Yes, come
How
in
would you
and act.
handle it, Miss Carol? How would you, handle the topic of...
Well, I don't know. I mean, I worked more with the parents, and it was really difficult at times to figure out whether or not she should stay or go.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, there are a lot of benefits involved there too. If he's working and giving money, is there something that? Because I also was a psychotherapist, so I worked with families in all kinds of couple situations. So trying to figure out, how soon she should leave was one of the big things that had to be decided in order to protect her and the kids. But a lot of times too, she would leave and she would come back, and we didn't always know that she came back.
Well, they usually don't. I don't know where they at.
We know many of people who have been in relationships and called it love. We know many of people who have been in. We see it all the time, even with a lot of married couples.
Right.
You see married people, but they are far apart from each other. You could clearly see it. But people like to camouflage, and that's why, as mandated reporters and advocates for change, with relationships, dealing with relationships, we have to be on the lookout for that domestic violence, because so many women are being murdered by a man that they said no to, that they didn't want to be with anymore, that they wanted to leave. So that's really prevalent.
And the police. A lot of police don't know how they handle domestic violence cases. And that's why they're talking about sending social workers out with police.
Yeah, you're
because
right.
of the fact that there's a lot of crime going on in homicides, but a lot of it is related to domestic violence. And so I just wanted to ask you if you had seen this in the school with kids and how you handled it. So sorry for taking so long on this call.
Not at all.
We haven't. I haven't really seen it because, actually, now I'm not sure if this is the rules now. This might be the rules now for the parents. They're not really allowed to come in there unless it's an appointment, or they're not allowed to just come into the schools anymore like they used to. Some of them just come in there and walk. They have to have appointments, and they have to sit down with the principal and all that first, and then see if they could come into the classroom, because they're not allowed to do that anymore.
you have children who, for some reason or other, just aren't learning. And it could be because of what's happening at home.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's why when I mentioned to you, sometimes it takes not just the counselors, it takes the teachers to talk to the children. You know, have a conversation. You're with them more than the counselor. The counselor only with them when they have a problem, but you're with them all day long, and so you understand. You can see what's signs is going on with a child. So I believe they should sit down with the child and talk to the child. You'd be surprised a child can really, you know, trust you, where they can listen to what something that's going on, and they'll tell you everything. Just like I mentioned about this little girl. The little girl who said, she acted out. She wants to beat up every teacher. And I told her, why would you want to do that? And she told me because of something that happened to her on the outside. See? And no one listened to her but me. And so when she heard me listen, so her behavior, just like that, her behavior turned around because she had an adult that trusted what she was going through. Adult that trusted enough to get her the help that she needed. So, so that's why I believe that, like you said, it takes a village. It takes the teachers. It takes people to have patience, because a lot of times kids act up and they want to beat you up and they want to do this, and they'll say, get out my room. Get out my room. I don't want to see your face no more. I don't want to see you. A lot of times that happens. But being the person that I am, I said, look, we need to talk. I tell the kid we need to talk. I'm just not going to
see what's wrong. What's going on?
How
can you resolve it if you don't know what's wrong?
There's a lot of fear going on too, because your mom could be a stone cold alcoholic, stone cold drug addict, whatever.
Or your kids,
right? But I'm saying, but children love their parents.
No matter what.
Even in spite of that,
yes,
it's
I
a
love
fear.
my mom.
No, but I'm saying it's a fear that getting taken away. So even though you're in an unhealthy, dysfunctional, dangerous environment, the children is. To them, they don't care because they're still with their parent. So they'd rather be in a dysfunctional.
They still going to protect their parents regardless.
So, we definitely thank you for your call, because we get ready to do a closing. We try to close at 1:30 at least. Yeah. So we thank you so much for calling in, and God bless you.
For your contribution.
Yep, definitely for your contribution. All right. Thank you. All right. So we on Natasha. She's going to do a closing for us. And then Sharon. And then
I thank you guys so much. Like I said, I have a lot of business owners that I'll be referring you guys to for sponsorship. Because I believe in this program. This is, more like a public service announcement to me. And to, bring more organizations on, business leaders, maybe some politicians to share different things that they may have for the community, because we are paying them. We are paying them to do a certain service for us in the community. So bringing them on, they'll give you a wider range of what they have to offer.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Now let's go to Sharon.
Hi. Hi everybody. I just want to thank Dr. Rock again and thank you for coming. So glad, because I've talked to you before, but not in this forum, so it's good to get to know more about
you're part of Women's Journey, so
but you know how sometimes with everything is going on, so I just want to thank you for coming, and I just want to send a shout out to my cousin. She has this lovely lipstick called Sultry by Sinai. So that's just it. She's an entrepreneur, beautiful young lady.
Yes.
Did you only have one?
I only have one on me. Only have one on me.
Well, tell her she got to come on the show.
She lives in Atlanta. She lives in Atlanta. Sultry by Sinai. You go online, and I forgot what color this was, but it's beautiful.
Like chocolate.
Just want to send everybody. Send her.
Do you have it on now?
I have it on now.
Oh, she has it on now. So she's
check it out.
She's going to show y'all that she has it on now. So. Look at her lips. So guys, are you looking?
Wait a minute. Didn't I say I was single but not ready to mingle? Unless.
Well, you got your lips all up in
Oh, okay.
What you think they gonna do?
Unless you come in with the Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts extra large.
Uh-oh.
Cup, Dunkin' Donuts. That is.
She
Let me
gonna
put that out
there.
there.
Around the building.
Let me put that out there.
You
Okay.
have to come. You have to have Dunkin' Donuts. That's
So,
so. Remember, a key to our heart is Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin'
Yes.
Donuts.
No, coffee. Actually, she likes the coffee.
Coffee, no, but Dunkin' Donuts for sure.
Okay.
Starbucks. Mm-mm.
Those
Well, you had to
Starbucks.
make Dunkin'
Yeah.
Donuts one of your sponsors because
Thank
you're
you.
giving them a lot of
Yes,
play.
That's right.
We definitely need sponsors.
Yes.
So
right.
think about it. You know, come on, sponsor Dr. Roxanne Contee
Good luck.
Show. We definitely need them.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to thank our guest. My guest is Natasha Harris. I want to thank you for coming in and giving them all this wisdom, all the stuff that you know, all the things that you've been through, all the awards, different things that and sharing your organization with everybody and sharing everything that you've done. I thank you so much for coming in. And I hope everybody was watching, you know, and Sharon Pearson, you know, I thank you for being a part. You know, we just gotta keep her in prayer because her mom, like I said, she, you know, wasn't doing too well. And, you know, just keep her in prayer because she didn't even have to come today because her mom is not feeling good. And then we just thank her for showing up.
That's right.
And just keep her mom in prayer and keep everybody in prayer. Definitely Marlon, we definitely want to keep Marlon Sharpton, Tiffany Henderson, that's her boyfriend, her fiance, and definitely my brother. I call him my brother. So keep him in prayer.
Yes.
And I want to say thank you to everybody. Love you all.
Yes.
Like I always tell you, I do a video every morning. Love you all. Okay? God loves you. I love you. And y'all have a good day and enjoy this nasty weather. And I definitely will be on next month. So tune in next month in April to Dr. Roxanne Contee Show.
Y'all hear
Thank
that?
you.
I wish I could sing because I sing I'm Every Woman to Natasha, but I can't
I
sing.
just stop it. Stop it.
That's
Yeah. All right. No.